So we're gonna do the front axle today. We're gonna put it in now that we put it together. We got a bunch of radius rods and a bunch of heims. We'll do the drag link and the pitman arm today. What's the first step?
So let's get these radius rods assembled and ready to go in.
We're using aluminum heims in the aluminum tubes, and then the steel, the drag link and the left front radius rod are steel. We're using steel heims in those.
It's always a good idea to chase the threads on these things.
Do we have that tool?
Which tool is that? Oh yeah, we do.
With the zippy gun?
We do.
Oh, they got one of those?
Yes, we have one.
Those are nice.
Your zippy gun, sir.
Zippy gun. It works. Boom. Oh yeah, it's so nice and warm. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was moving some metal in that one.
All good. Threads in like butter now, Tom.
There you go.
There's no knurl on the steel tubes to tell you which end is the left
No,
hand.
there's grooves.
There's
are
a
grooves.
groove
There's
in
a
this
little groove on the
bung
end.
right here
Oh, okay.
that denotes left-hand thread.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I've never used one of these before.
It's super fun and super awesome,
That is super awesome.
isn't it?
How do you normally do it as far as left-hand heim on the left-hand side, or some guys do the whole, everything towards the front of the car is left-hand?
If you can imagine with the wheels spinning like forward, if you turn, you shouldn't have to, but if you were to turn all the way left, the wheel would catch the rod and spin it that way. So you'd want the right hand on the front because it would be constantly tightening it.
Everybody has their own way of doing that.
So how are we doing this one?
Put that one together as though there was no drag link to stop the tire from turning.
Right hand
forward.
towards the front.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then it would be opposite on the right side.
Right, correct.
So left hand would be
No,
forward.
no right.
No right, no correct, or no left?
Correct,
No, right?
yes, don't confuse.
And why are there two holes in the pitman arm? Does that change the steering ratio?
Yeah, so you can go to, if you're at a short track where you want it to steer real quick, you can do one thing, but a place like Knoxville, where you're moving along pretty quick, you generally don't want it that twitchy, so you'll slow it down a little bit. Perfect.
So are we ready to go in with the axle?
We can go in with the axle.
What height do we want the blocks?
So with this being a raised rail, the left side's at 3-inch tall and the right side's at 4-inch. I like to start with all my heims all the way in. That way when you adjust it out, you know you've got as much thread engagement.
Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry. I felt a little tension there. I
That
wasn't
was-
sure what that was.
The spring rate of my hand crushing. And we can actually hook up our tethers now.
Yes.
So that tether holds the kingpin tether.
Right.
Did you guys already center the steering box?
Yes. So now we just gotta square it.
You square it before you hook the,
We can.
put the bars in?
That's
I
fine.
usually do,
Yeah.
because the bars are more just a blocking thing.
Right.
So
Okay.
I usually just square it. That way the arms aren't in my way.
Okay.
Not that they would be.
From the motor plate to the back of the axle, 46 1/4 for this car. About 45 5/8 right now.
I'll bet you it's dead on.
46 1/4.
So you have to check the frame rail first, so you can see it's actually at 0. We lucked out. So if we set it on the steering arm on the flat side, 11.2. We're in that anywhere from 8 to 12 range, but I think we're shooting for 10. So we'll want to roll the top forward a little bit.
So we'll turn this one a little bit and then turn this one the other direction a little bit, and that'll keep the axle square in the car. 46 1/4.
Okay, and we'll just check this one more time. 10-10, that's pretty good. 13 and 13/16. That's 14 and a half. 11/16 on the left, so we can actually go out a hair.
That should be plenty.
All right, you check it, second pair of eyes.
So you're setting it up, the left is out an inch
1
farther
inch.
than the right?
I got about 14 3/4 on this side and 13 1/2 on that side.
So like a scotch.
Yeah, won't take much.
So we can tighten those down and then we can set our toe. All right.
59 3/16.
So yeah, there's different ways you can do it, but as long as you measure off the same point in the front and the rear.
Okay, 59 1/8. 59 1/8. We're pretty much straight up. I know guys that
Right
run them
there.
straight up. I'd prefer just a little out.
Yeah,
It's
that
just-
should be a hair out right there.
Yeah, so if this should be just a tick under 59 1/8. Yeah, it's probably about 59 90 thousandths or so.
Okay,
Sweet.
bars.
Yeah,
Bars and arms.
bars and arms. I got the arms.
Did you get that, Andy?
Stuck to the card.
How come I'm always the one playing in the grease?
I don't know, but I was gonna join you.
There you go. You usually grease the whole bar. Some guys do that, so if it drags on the inside, I generally don't grease it.
I will
but
always just,
But I keep an eye on them when I pull them out to see if they're
Yep.
dragging.
Yep.
If they got a scuff on it, you know the tube's bent or the bar's bent, one or the other.
I always just do the surface and a little past.
There we go.
And then how much space do you leave between your arms and your stops and the tube so that the bar can shrink?
I just eyeball
do
it
it.
about a 1/16 or so.
Same thing here.
And that's just to help when your bars twist, they'll draw together. So if you already have them tied up there, it's gonna create kind of a bind. So it won't be as free as you need it to be. So you wanna give it a little room to twist and tighten up. So with the tube, with the rack spacing, the longer arm has to go to the left front. Just gotta go further.
Do you put anything, grease or anything between the arm and the axle?
I do. I'll put a
Yeah.
little bit of grease where it rides.
Yeah,
Just
a
kind of
little
helps
bit.
prevent wear, with the aluminum to steel.
They used to, old school, they had 2 tabs with a bolt that went through it and a roller on it. Yeah, the
How
axles.
long ago was that?
All right, I'm old. Set it at
30.
30.
If that pinch bolt were to come loose, these caps keep the arms from like falling off the
Falling
torsion
off.
bar.
A lot of times what happens is it'll fall off getting into a corner when you wing over, and it'll fall off and you'll make it all the way through the corner and you don't realize it. And when the car starts to level off coming off the corner, there's nothing there, and the frame just goes down, and usually it snaps you into the wall real hard.
We're just going to move this tether inside the shock mount and the radius rod so that it doesn't get tangled up in the torsion bar arm.
It's just as easy as that.
Looks like a car, kind of.
Hey, it's getting there.
But we could put wheels on it.
We could put wheels on it and roll around.
and it would actually
Yeah.
really look like a car.
Yeah. They'd get in our way though.
And we got steering, so we could push you around the parking lot if you'd like.
Anything else, Tom?
I think we're good.